Om Sadasivasamaramбham Vyasashankaramध्यamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Dhyanamoolam Gurormurtihi Pujamoolam Guroh Padam Mantramoolam Gurorvakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa Tapobhikshina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam Atma Bodho Vidhiyate Bodhonya Sadhanebhyo Hi Sakshan Mokshaika Sadhanam Akasya Vahnivad Vina moksho na siddhyate avirodhataya karma na vidyam vinivartayet vidya vidyam nihantyeva tejastimira sanghavat avacchinnaiva jnanat tannashe sati kevalah swayam prakashate hyatma megha paye amsumaniva. So up to that we have seen. Today we are going to see the 5th and 6th verses and also take up the query what is ajnana. Bhagavad Pada himself is bringing that ajnana word as the next sloka. Of course we have to look at the ajnana. What is our ajnana and why it is happening and how to get rid of the ajnana. Ajnana kalusham jivam ज्ञानाभ्यासाद्विनिर्मलम् कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्येत् जलं कतकरेणुवत् अज्ञानकलुषं जीवं kalusham polluted. This jiva is polluted by this one. Okay, ajnana kalusham jivam. Jiva is polluted by ajnana, he says. Jnana vyasat vinirmalam. Okay, I am polluted. How to wash off my pollution? Jnana vyasat, by the abhyasa of jnana, by the practice of jnana. Here practice means there are three aspects are there. One is the shravana, the other is the manana, other is the nidhityasa. Three aspects. The practice here, just like your tennis practice or music practice, there are certain steps, Here you have got the three steps are there, very important steps. One is called the shravana. That is what you are doing now. What we are all doing is the shravana. That means listening to the knowledge, what they are going. The manana is reflecting. That is what knowledge I have learned. Is it true for me? Does it appeal to my intellect? What is heard, what is knowledge, is gaining the information from the teacher, and having got that, reflect on that is in your own heart and be convinced with that jnana. That is called the manana. Unless you are convinced, you don't act. I will say you buy this particular product, but you listen to it, but then you get convinced, then only you take the action. So conviction is very important. So first of all, you listen and understand the jnana. Then confirm that the jnana appeals to your intellect. Not superficially, go deeper and understand why we have said jiva is polluted. So what is the meaning of that? Is it really appealing to me what he's saying? Then you live in that is called the nididhyasana. You practice that is called the nididhyasana. So Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana are the three important steps for our understanding of any scripture. Okay. Nididhyasana. Anyway, the PDF will be there. Some words, if you have not written, I am going to immediately circulate the PDF to you so that you will know. So, what is the problem here? The being is contaminated. Being and he, she, everyone. We are jivam. The person who is having life, jivam, particularly is human beings. Others, they are also jivas, but they cannot aspire for moksha or Atma Jnana because they are not endowed with the medium to absorb these things. So here Jiva is Manushya, lady, urgent, whoever it is. Ajnana Kalusham Jivam. That means this particular being is being polluted, contaminated. Jiva is individual being. Each individual being is Jiva. In Srishti, there are many jivas, past, present, and future, and many creatures, out of them human beings. Jiva is the embodied soul, the individual self, which identifies with the body. When I identify with the body, I'm called Jiva. If you don't identify with the body, this class is not required. Already you are identifying with your Atman, then you are no more classified as Jiva, you are Atma yourself. Already you are. But only thing is, we mistake it that we are the jivas. That is the ajnana. Then we'll see that. Then ajnana is specifically, there are two types of ajnanas here. One ajnana is called the principal ajnana, principal ignorance, also called the mula avidya. Avidya is same as ajnana. Avidya, lack of proper understanding. Ajnana, lack of proper knowledge. Both are same. Avidya or ajnana is Mula Vidya and Tula Vidya. Tula Vidya. Toola. Tula Vidya, Mula Vidya. So we will now talk about the Mula Vidya now. What is this Mula Vidya? How it is making me polluted? That's what the question was. The Mula Vidya has got two important aspects. One is not able to understand my original self. Okay? That is called the avarana. Avarana is veiling, covering. So I am covered of my nature of the original self. This is called avarana or tamo guna. There are three modes, tamo, rajas and sattva. The tamo guna produces what is called the avarana. Avarana or the veiling. What am I veiled? I am veiled from my swarupa. What is my swarupa? My swarupa is Atma. I am the Sachidananda Atma, which is one and the same everywhere. But I am veiled. There is a big curtain there, which is making me see that what I am. That is called the first step. So this is called avarana, is the first ajnana. And because I am veiled, I am thinking as something else. This is called vikshepa. Vikshepa is projection. So I do not understand the true nature of mind as the Atma, and instead I am projecting I am the body. So avidya number one, avidya has got two components. Number one is avarana, number two is the vikshepa. If it is avarana alone, I do not know who I am. I don't know I am the swarupa, but I even do not know that I am the body. But I am projected as though I am the. This is the problem. Now, one is interdependent, dependent on the other. So in life also you have the avarana and vikshepa every time. Suppose you want to buy a mobile phone, let's say, and you are clouded which is the best mobile phone. You missed it. Okay? So, avarana, you did not know this is the best one for that price. You missed that. Then instead you have chosen something which is not so good for the same price you expended and thought this is the best one and got it. This is the error number one. This is error number two. This is in statistics also. Type 1 error, type 2 error. Type 1 error is not able to understand what is the real truth. Type 2 error is understanding something as the truth when in fact it is not. Not able to pick up the best bride is type 1 error. Picking some other bride who is not as suitable as that is the type 2 error. A batsman given out when he is really out is type 1 error. When the batsman is not out but he is given out is type 2 error. These will go in life. You cannot avoid type 1 error. What is the type 1 error here? In Atma Jnana, my Swarupa Jnana, I lost. Somehow I lost. This is the play of the Maya or the Ajnana. Maya says, no, you are this body. So I believed that this is the body. Now all this sadhana is, where is the Atma? Atma is there or not in you now? It is there. Where Surya is there or not? He is there. The thing is that wheel has to be lifted. All that sadhana is just uncovering the wheel or discovering the wheel. There is no new thing produced. You are already Atma. Only thing is your wheel is lifted by the jnana of the scripture and the Guru. So simply this is the ajnana. So there are two aspects. This is called fundamental ajnana or mula vidya or principal ajnana. Then I will explain you a little bit about the Tula Vidya. What is Tula Vidya? Supposing you are reading a book. Okay. When you are reading a book, will you be seeing all the lines or you are seeing only one line which you are reading? Only one line. So, but your eye is open, book is opposite, light is there, you should be able to see all the lines at once. You are not seeing. That is the beauty of the senses. That's called recruitment. In medical language, it is called sensory recruitment. Your senses will be recruited to a particular focus, leaving all other things are blurred. Okay, you go to a mall, you want to pick up a particular type of dress. All your other dresses, they're there, but you don't look at them. Even if somebody, no, I'm not looking at that. You focus on something. That is called, every object in the world is covered before your senses. And when I'm looking at him, the focus of yours is blurred. You become into non-focus and he comes into focus. When I look at you, my focus will come to you. The other things are blurred. This is a wonderful thing. This is called the Tula Vidya. There is avarana on all the objects. The eye or the ear or the tongue or the sparsha will exactly look for that one which you are focused. And at that moment, that is uncovered. When you go to the next line, the previous line is covered. When you go to the last line, all other lines are covered. This is a wonderful thing. Suppose it's not happening. I go to the mall, everything I see gets registered here. What will happen? I will run crazy, isn't it? All the letters in the page appear before my eyes. When can I read? This is what happens to some people. They will not be able to focus. Their senses are scattered all over. They want to focus either. Whenever they are focusing. That's why same student putting the same book before his hand. He is first class. Another fellow is last class. Okay. So this is the Tula Vidya. We are not going into that in this verse. A stage will come where we require to apply that knowledge. Basically, Tula Vidya is generally everything is covered. Whenever I want to focus on something, that particular thing is. I think somebody is making it.
100 days century. 4 days, very good.
Online people, please be silent. Don't try to open your mics. I have muted all, and then you will not be able to open anyway. So you understood a little bit about Tula Vidya also. Without Tula Vidya, my life will not go. So what is Avidya now? Avidya or Ajnana? Ajnana is the karya of Maya. When I say Maya, it is samashti. When I say Ajnana, it is individual. The difference. So if the individual Ajnana, collective Ajnana. The collective Ajnana is called Maya, and the individual Ajnana is called Ajnana or Avidya. That's what we are going to. These verses will reveal. Yeah, what causes ajnana? These verses, as we go through, they will unfold those things. In this particular verse itself, we will get it. Now, what is ajnana is there. What is ajnana is feeling, isn't it? First ajnana is
Collective ajnana is Maya.
Maya. Collective ajnana is Maya. Collective ajnana is, who is having collective ajnana? The collective Purusha. He is called Ishvara. You are the Vyasti, and Ishvara is not your Trishuladhari, Ardhanarishvara. Ishvara is not there. Ishvara in Vedanta is the collective Karana Shakti which is creating all the things. So that is Ishvara, and he is having Maya in his hand. He is not covered by Maya, but he is having Maya to use the creation. Whereas you are covered by the Maya, he is not covered by the Maya. The difference between he and you is, he is having Maya, all right, but he is away from the Maya and above the Maya. Whereas you are also in the same Maya or Ajnani or Avidya, but we are in the Maya, so we get the two things. What are the two problems we get there? What are the two problems? One is type 1 error is Mula Vidya is of two types, Avarana and Vikshepa. Avarana is not knowing my true self. Vikshepa is thinking that I am something else other than the self. What is your true self? Your true self is the Atma. Instead of knowing I am the Atman, I am the Brahman, I am the Parabrahma, I am the Atman, I am mistakenly identifying I am Arti, I am Venkat, I am Chaitanya, I am so and so like that. Why are who put the veil? Ishvara has put the veil. Ishvara has put the veil. Ishvara has got Maya. He threw the jal Maya before you, and that veil has come. And how it has come, why it has come, all these slokas will, that is the sadhana. What is the sadhana? Sadhana is not manufacturing something very new as Atma. No, this is Anatma. I go run there. There will be Atma after 100 kilometers or after 1 year or going high above. There is Atma. Here and there, now itself it is there. The problem for me is I am not recognizing what is already there. And I am thinking that I am something else and getting confused. That is what exactly he is telling here. Ajnana. Ajnana is, what now I have explained. Ajnana kalusham jivam. So this jiva is polluted. Polluted by what? Type 1 error. That means he did not understand that he is the Parabrahma. Okay. The second the problem with that is the consequence of that, identifying with something else. So the true mobile phone I have missed for the rate, and I searched and got something which is useless. Same 30,000 I paid. So type 1 error is not missing the right one, and picking the wrong one is the type 2 error. Missing the right groom is the type 1 error. Selecting the wrong groom is the type 2 error. So like this happens in life also. Type 1 error, type. For that here, Avarana and Vikshepa are the words used here in this. So what is this? Ajnana kalusham jivam. Then how to get rid of it? Jnana pyasad vinirmalam. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Jnana pyasad vinirmalam. So, how to get rid of that? Jnana abhyasat vinirmalam. The pollution can be washed by the jnana abhyasa. So, I as the individual self or the jiva, I am polluted, I am corrupted by the ajnana. This ajnana is twofold. One is the avarana, the other is the vikshepa. How to get rid of this pollution? Wash with the soap and water, a detergent called jnana. There is no other detergent which can wash the ajnana. The jnana is jnana abhyasa. Jnana abhyasa, I told you there are 3 steps. Sravana, manana, nididhyasana. Sravana is acquiring the knowledge. Like what he has asked, how it is produced, why it is produced, when it is produced. Only I have it, others also have it. How? All this, how, why, what, where, when, questions are there. No, that answer is the Sravana. Then, having understood that, can I really understand, my senses, my intellect, can it appeal to the understanding? If it is not, then you will not practice it. Supposing I give you one suggestion, if it doesn't appeal to your senses, you will not take care. You will, okay, that Sharma always says like that. Let him say, but you should be convinced. That conviction is the manana. That who will do the manana? Guru won't do the manana. Guru only teaches the Sravana. The hearing part he will give. The textbook gives this book also gives the chance to understand it. But you have to reflect after going home. They said there are two ajnanas, one avarana and what is that? Am I really in that grip of that? Keep of thinking, manana. And finally I said, yes, I am convinced. Can I now practice and come out of the wheel and the projection? Wheel is the avarana, projection is the shape. That is the nidhityas. Okay. What is that now? Jnanabhyasad vinirmalam. He has used another prefix vi. Nirmalam is already pure. Vinirmalam, perfectly pure. Visheshena nirmalam. There won't be any dirt whatsoever when you use the king. That's why he has specifically, emphatically used one prefix called the vinirmalam. Supremely pure. Totally stainless. Okay, like that. So he is giving one particular example. For everything he gives an example. This sloka also is an example. You may be knowing one thing called Kataka Renu. Kataka Renu is, in olden days, they used to fetch water from the rivers. And the rivers are all muddy and polluted. Even from well water is also polluted. They used to use some kotai, something like, we call it as the chill, the Kataka Renu. Renu is that paste. Kataka is that purifying seed, you can say, a cleansing seed. That seed is rubbed and the paste is also applied into that pot of water to allow for 1 hour. This paste has got some colloidal property and it pulls all the dirt down and the water is decanted into the another one. In Tamil, in Hindi, it is called Nirmali Bija. In Telugu, it is called Chillaginja. And I don't know in Kannada. It is Tendral Kottai. Tendran Kottai or something. That is to, I don't know what it is, to clarify. The seed used to clarify the water. Okay, I'll give you the Tamil equivalent also. That is the Kathakara. Suppose you have got a pot of water with a lot of dirt and mud. You have applied the paste there. Either beforehand they will grind it and apply all sides of the pot and pour water, or after collecting they can thoroughly mix this paste. Allow for 1 hour. It's it. Today we use alum also like that. Alum is there. Alum is used to precipitate the sediments. All sediments will be precipitated. Alum is same as Kathakarenu. Action is same. Okay. What will happen to the Kathakarenu after it has settled this one? Is the Kathakarenu, will you able to take it out? Will you able to take the paste again? That also goes with the dirt. Jalam Katakarenuvat Krutva Jnanam Swayam Nashye. Kritva Jnanam, having given the Jnanam, this Kathakarenu also will go away. This book knowledge which you are learning now for Sravana will not be required once you become the Jnana. Once you get the Jnana, why again Tapo not required? Already you have got that knowledge and it may not be required. It's not it. Nasyat means it gets vanished. So you have vanishing cream. So in the bottle it is cream. But once you apply to this one, where is the cream? I can't retrieve the cream. It vanishes. That's why it is called vanishing. You buy a flight ticket, you keep it very safe, the ticket, till what time? Until your journey is finished. After the journey is finished, what will happen? The ticket also you throw away. You keep the ticket. Nobody keeps it. Your FDR, 5 years back, your FDR matured. Do you want to still keep it? Oh. So as long as you are doing the sadhana, this is all important. Once the sadhana is done, there is no more requirement of all this sadhana. That's what he's saying. But these sadhanas will not be required. It is required for the next person. So there is a ladder. I claimed the ladder, but I can't say ladder is useless because somebody else will claim. In jnana, you don't come back. So for you, it may not be useful. For somebody else, it is required. So, Kritva Jnanam Swayam Nashyet Jalam Katakarenuvat. The Katakarenu disappears, the Ajnana also disappears. Okay, you have a big stain on your shirt or pant, and you want to remove this blood stain. You take surf powder and wash it. I want to retrieve the surf powder. It goes along with the dirt, you say. That's what the example will be. As you see, you get to know some of those things instead of preempting it. Okay? Kritva jnanam swayam nashyet jalam katakarenuvat. We will read from the beginning all the phrases what he has given. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Jnanabhyasad vinirmalam. So the jiva or the individual soul is polluted by ajnana. Statement number one. Then how to get rid of the pollution? Jnanabhyasat visheshana nirmalam. Perfectly purified by jnana abhyasa. He didn't say by jnana. Jnana has to be practiced. In the practice stage, it has 3 steps. Sravana, manana and nidhyasa. What we are doing is sravana. Okay. Kritva jnanam, after having obtained the knowledge, swayam nashyet, the jnana may not be required after you already see there is a wheel and you understood your sarupa, then will you again confuse yourself that you are something else? When you have known that, then the purpose of the torch, there is a snake and rope example. There is a rope is there, you mistake for a snake. Okay. Then somebody said, no, it is not snake. I have checked. This is the torchlight. You see. With the torchlight, you have seen. No, it's not snake. Then where is the necessity for torchlight again? You don't require. So you don't require the torchlight at all. That's what the sadhana is only at the time of doing the sadhana. Once the sadhana is done, it becomes redundant. Nashyat means becomes redundant. Of course, it is useful for you to reflect again, if useful for others to follow that. If you have a doubt, you have to go to the sadhana, whether my means was correct or not, you verify. Okay? So example is Jalam Katakarenuvat. Just as the Jala is purified with the Katakarenu, along with the impurities, the Katakarenu also settles down. You cannot treat it. I have given several examples like that surf I told, ticket I told, FDR I told. You can use any of these examples. Okay. So this verse must have been understood by now. So let's go to the next one. The summary of this teaching of the verse is the ultimate realization is not an object. It's Swarupa, your own subject. So you are seeing objects, identify, probably this is mine, this house is mine, husband, children, possessions, all mine, me, mine. This confusion is because I'm identifying with this body. Supposing you don't identify with the body, do you think this is my laptop? You won't say. When is it happening for you? You're sleeping. Chaitanya, do you sleep deeply in the night? You sleep. At that time, your wife you are remembering. Your house, your to-do list, your office pressures, nothing is there. Every day for 8 hours, you are not connected. The moment your mind is off, you are sleeping, the very possessions you valued so much don't even come into picture at all. Straight, you see. In deep sleep state, none of us are connected to any of the world, including my body. I don't know where my hand is. I don't know where my leg is. In which position I slept also, I don't. Even my own body parts also, I don't. That is happening because the ajnana is removed at that time. Which ajnana is removed? The wheeling ajnana is removed. The projecting ajnana is removed. But the wheel is still not removed. So I don't know that I am Atma. I am sleeping all right. I have all connections with the body things have gone. So I am not worried about the body problems. Even my leg pain also disappears. Even the very thing which I am worried about, my bypass surgery last night, it is put on the back burner now and it is no more appearing. But still I do not know that I am the Atma because the wheel is still there. But jnana is not like sleep. Jnana not only lifts the vikshepa, it also lifts the ajnana, that avarana. Both avarana and vikshepa, both will be removed. Okay? So, first one is ignorance, ajnana, impurity. This has got two components. Component one, avarana. Component two, vikshepa. Every day this vikshepa is happening when I am awake. During the deep sleep state, I don't have any vikshepa whatsoever, but the avarana continues to be there, but I don't realize I am not. If I had realized, in the sleep I would have experienced Atma. I have not experienced. This jnana will make you experience even while you are awake. That is the sadhana. Okay? Knowledge removes ignorance. Jiva's nature is Swarupa, pure Brahman. But this jnana, the sadhana is required only when you are doing the sadhana state. Once you realize you are the Atma, that sadhana may not be required. It is redundant. That's what it says. For example, if you wanted to learn bicycle, your son, when he is required learning bicycle, all the sadhana is required. Once he has learned it, do you think he will again go on the process of driving school and all that for the driving? No. Once you are a driver, you don't require to go to driving school. So many examples like that you can see. So let's go to the next one. Okay. Ajnana kalusham jivam jnanabhyasad vinirmalam कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्येत् जलं कतकरेणुवत् संसारः स्वप्नतुल्यो हि संसारः स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादि संकुलः स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सति असद्भवेत्. Now he is giving an example of swapna. Last time he gave the example of Kartaka Renuvat. Before that he has given Megha Paye Ivam Suma. Before that he has given the example of Tejas Timira Sanghavat. Before that he gave the example of Pakashya Vahinivat. Second slokam Pakashya Vahinivat. Third slokam he has given Tejas Timira Sanghavat. Third one, fourth one he has given Megha Paye Ivamshum. Fifth one he has given the example of Kataka Renuvat. Now Acharya is giving the example of dream. Okay. All of you dream. Do you get dreams? Yeah, all of us get dreams. When we get the dream, then we see several objects, several people, experiences, a dog chasing me, or somebody calling me, I am in a party, or I saw my grandmother who is no more on the earth now. All those things happen. Do you think after getting up, any one of them are true? We all realize the dream is totally unreal. What Acharya Bhagavad is saying is, this world is as unreal as the dream. But none of us will accept that. What is this? I am seeing my wife. How can be unreal? I am seeing my work, my workplace, my table, everything. How can I say they are unreal? Here, the concept of unreal is, nobody is saying laptop is not there. The unreality is given a specific word in Vedanta. It is called mithya. Mithya. Mithya is relative reality. Unreal, in this sense here, is relative reality. Okay. The other one is absolute reality. The absolute reality is Parabrahma. The relative reality is the world. This relative reality of the world, why it is called relative? Why it is called relative? Okay. You got this cell phone, let us say, there. Another bigger cell phone is there. This becomes bigger or smaller? Smaller. Suppose I get a small cell phone. This becomes a relative. You are there, next she is there. Relative. One is man, the other is. So everything in world is called relative. You say my relative, yeah, he is a relative reality. My relative. Related to you. If you cut the relation, he is no more. Since the son is a relative when you assume the body. When you don't assume the body, who is son? When you assume you are the body, she is wife. Everything has got a relative reality. That means there is not an absolute reality. Then, these things in the world, do they perish or permanently they are there? 10 years back, what you had, are they there now? Many your grandfathers, forefathers, are they there now? So we know the objects are perishable. That is called anityatva. Okay? Anityatva and comparativeness. Compared to something only, now it is 5 o'clock in the evening. Compared to 4 o'clock, this is already past 4 o'clock. Compared to 6 o'clock, this is. So time is also relative. Time, possessions, people, everything is in relation to some landmark. Chaitanya Smaran is here. The relative to this particular Bangalore, this is located here. If you remove the relativity, nobody can identify this property. So every object, person, people, experiences are relative only. Whatever we are talking in relative terms only. He is a good man, I say. Relative to so many bad people. Suppose there is a better man comes, then becomes less relative. Relatively, he is less good. So everything is, isn't it? So there is a better teacher, let's say, sitting there. I become relatively small teacher. Like that, everything is relative in the world. There is one thing which is not having any relation is called the absolute. Why it is not relative? Because it is not in the time, it is not an object, and it is everywhere and everything. Suppose you are here. Can you be in your E25? You cannot. So you are limited to your place. If you are here, can you be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon again? No. Time-wise also you are limited. You are in this shape. Can you be in some other shape? Your 20-year shape? No. That means Desha, Kala, Vastu, Parichinnata. We are conditioned by the place, time, and Akara and Rupa. This is the limitation of all the objects. These are relative. Don't take them for granted, they are absolute. Okay? In Swapna, objects are appearing. All the Swapna objects are related to the Swapna. That's why they're relative. The moment you come out, all the relative relations in the Swapna have gone. I have got several things. I got $1 million in the Swapna. When I get up, nothing is there. I'm again as pauper as I am. I have a beautiful Mercedes Benz car. Let us say I have in the daytime, in the Jagrata Avastha. But Swapna, I wanted to go to the next house or next village. I can't use that car. What is useful in Jagrat is coming to no use in Swapna. What is coming to use in what is available in the Swapna is not available in the Jagrat. But there is one thing which is available throughout. That is the Atman. That is there when you are awake, when you are asleep, when you are deep sleep. Swapna and sleep. In all the three avasthas, it is there. That one is the absolute. So now he is giving the dream example. Samsara swapna tulyo hi. Tulya is equivalent to. Tulya, swapna tulya, equivalent to, same as. Samsara, what is samsara? Samsara is samyak sarati iti samsara. Very perfectly cycling. Cycle. Cycle is vartular, circular. Samyak sarati. Today is November. Again November, winter, all this will come. So, okay, Sunday, again Sunday will come. Again morning will come. Everything is cycling and nothing is straight. We imagine time as a straight line. Time is not straight line, time is circular, which we can easily understand by looking at the nature itself. You know, the flowers blossom in one season, again they will fall, the fall season, again the spring season comes, again the blossom. So this samsara is cyclical, and that cyclical samsara, you are in one point on that cycle, and from that point, little 100 years you move. It's a big wheel. This wheel is millions and millions of years, and your lifespan is a little moment on the periphery in that particular cycle. Or that is a very relative thing. So, samsara, this one which is cyclical like this, your life, is swapna tulyo hi, very equivalent to the, very much equivalent to swapna. Because in Swapna also things come and go. Here also things are coming and going. Relativity is there. Here also relativity. The Anityatva there also is there. Here also Anityatva is there. So all these tell me the samsara is almost like the Swapna. What is the problem in samsara? Let there be samsara. Why am I not worried? I am enjoying sometimes, but you are also unhappy at sometimes. Raga, dvesha. Raga is passion. Dvesha is going away from that. Raga makes you passionate and to have people, possessions, experiences, you run towards them. And dvesha makes you run away from them. So running is same. Running towards, running away is running. You are always running. That running is called the Raga Dvesha Sankulaha. Sankula means very much ridden with, totally packed with the Raga and Dvesha. Raga and Dvesha are two opposites. One is I want, I don't want. One is I like, I don't like. One is the pain, the other is pleasure. One is heat, the other is cold. There are only opposites in that. We keep fluctuating between these. Today my mood is very good in the morning. I say, how are you, madam? I'm very happy. Evening when I'm very sad. Well, what happened? My dog did not properly walk today. I did not take care for walking. That is some dvesha, some sort of sadness, some happiness. And our life is full of this combination of raga and dvesha only. That's what he's saying. Samsara swapna tulyo hi. Just as I get good dreams, just as I get bad dreams, just as I get good experiences here, bad experiences here, raga dveshadi sankulaha. Another beauty is Swakale Satyavad Bhati. Swakale, at the time of experiencing, Swakale, at the time of experiencing, Satyavad Bhati looks as though it is very real. Satyavat, as though it is real, it shines. So you have a position, it's a, yeah, this is very nice. I will never give it to anyone. But next moment you forget in the mall that same cell phone. What happened? Swakale Satyavad Bhati. Prabodhe sati, when you awaken that from the swapna, asat bhavet, became null and void. Swakale, at the time of experiencing in the swapna, it appears as though it is very real. And you get afraid, you get enjoyment. If you see a dog chasing you, you run away from the dog in the sleep. If you see a tiger coming, you almost faint yourself in the swapna. Then you get up and drink water. Where is the tiger? It's a swapna, no problem. You think as though a thief has entered into E26 or E25 through the back gate, through that wall in the swapna. Then you get up. No, nothing happened. Security is watching. So Swakale Satyavad Bhati Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhavet. Prabodhe Sati. Prabodha is awakening. When you awaken, it is Asat Bhavet. Totally, I know it is not there. It is unreal. So you see, very beautiful example. Samsaro Swapna Tulyo hi. The samsara, he verily, indeed is he. Samsaro swapna tulyo hi. Samsara is like exactly like the swapna. Samsaro swapna tulyo hi. It is like a swapna. Raga dveshadi sankulam. Raga and dvesha are inbuilt and very interridden with those things. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. At the time of experience, it is as though very real. All your relationships with your people, possessions, objects, they appear so real. We know in a fraction of a second they vanish. We have seen, some morning I have seen in the walking, he is so good. Afternoon I was told that he was taken in the ambulance. Now I hear he is no more. What happened to all his bank balances? What happened to his big mansion like a villa here? What happened to all his possessions? Swakale Satyavad Bhati. Prabodhe sati asat bhavet. Once you wake up from the dream world is null and void. Likewise, my dear, you also wake up from your dream of ajnana into jnana. Come out from the avarana and the veil. Once you realize you wake up from this ajnana, this also is like a dream. Maybe a longer dream, that is a shorter dream. How much time the dream will last every night? So, longest dream. Your longest dream, how much? Dream lasts not more than 5 minutes. Any dream, the maximum duration is only 5 minutes. We think it's like, 5 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours dream. It's such a short lived. So the dreams are so short lived that they appear very long. This is a little longer dream. Maybe 60 years, 80 years, 100 years, depending on your luck. This is also a dream, my dear. Why it is dream? It is unreal, relatively real. Because everything I see here is relative. Okay, relative to this room, that is well lit outside. Relative. Everything is relative. There is nothing is absolute here. We take them for granted they are absolute and get ridden with that. Why is that happening? That is the wheeling power. That is the projectile power. Who is throwing the power? Ishvara's power. Ishvara has got in the Parabrahma, has got in his manifested creation, he has embodied one factor called the Maya. This Maya is given for him to enjoy the life. Suppose there is no Maya, then what will happen? Suppose Ishvara has not given Maya. Let's say he is very courteous and made us all Atma Jnanis. Then what will happen? What will happen? There won't be human relationship. You won't have like or dislike to your wife. You won't marry even. You won't beget children. You won't have samsara. Why are you born here? Because of your previous births. In order to fulfill the merits and demerits of the previous births, you are here. For you to fulfill, you must have a relative world. You have relative objects. You must have objects, you must have people, you must have experiences, you must have growth, decay, death, then you experience. This is projected for the purpose of you experiencing the world. Suppose the Maya is removed, you will not be able to experience the world as you are experiencing now. Okay, the Jnani, what he will do? He understands this is all divine play, divine sport. He has put the Maya Jala on me, and why I should be entangled with these attachments. Do you think that he will not eat and drink? Jnani, he eats. Do you think he will not talk to his neighbor? He will talk. Do you think he will not enjoy a beautiful rose? He will. But he will not get the raga and dvesha towards. You think that everything is permanent. With that assumption, we are making a big assumption that I am permanent, first of all. Okay? Bhagavan, in Mahabharata, he is this one saying, Yudhishthira, that is the Dharmaraja was telling, Ahanyahani bhutani gachantyeva yamalayam. Ahani, day after day, bhutani, people, gachantyeva yamalayam. They are going to Dharmaraja. They are perishing. Seshah, the remaining people, shashvatam manyanti, thinks that he is permanent. Kim ascharyam itah param. What more astonishing thing than this? I see a person, my own colleague, friend perishing before my eyes this evening, and I think I am permanent. I am permanent here. No, I start looking for new real estate property because already whatever I am not happy because I am Apurna. I want to feel something. No, neighboring, selling a plot. Let me buy that. That is coming at a good rate. It will appreciate. I will get all that. When I will get, I am not permanent. We don't understand the impermanence of life and then go on struggling with raga and dvesha. Now, samsara swapna tulyohi. The samsara is as bad or as good as the swapna. If you consider swapna as good, you live in this with that swapna. If you consider bad, this also you live. Samsara swapna tulyohi ragadveshadi sankulam. It is endowed with, impregnated with, riddled with raga and dvesha. You cannot avoid when you want to be in the samsara. Bangalore traffic, you want to go. What will happen? Raga and dvesha will come. And the road is little Bangalore, it's like this. Suppose it is crowded. When I will go, dvesha. Same Bangalore road only. So raga dvesha will be there. Ragadveshadi sankulaha. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. At the time of experiencing, it looks as though it is absolute reality. Prabodhe Sati, you have to split there. Prabodhe Sati Asat Bhavet. Prabodhe Sati. When the Prabodha comes, when you awaken, the Swapna is null and void. Likewise, when you awaken from the Jivahood to the Atmahood, when you don't consider that yourself as the covered jiva without projection, without this with avarana, then you understand that you are the eternal. Then this ragadvesha will go away. You continue to live. You will not get away from the world. World will continue to be there. Rain will come. Shine will come. Water will be cool. The agni will be hot. The summer, the sun will be scorching. Those will continue to that. For Jnani, he will not get a different sun. He'll get the same thing. But he's not afflicted by those things. It's what a beautiful state. If you are not afflicted by the opposites of the world, is it not moksha? Where is moksha? Is it a mota or something which comes to you like a package? I have 20 kilos of moksha. Please take it from me, 10 kilos after giving some this much money. It's not possible. Moksha is a liberation from all these bondages. Moksha is here and here. Now itself, you enjoy the bliss of God given to you. This life is a gift. And gifted life, you enjoy without attachment and detachment. Ragat. In that case, what will happen? The moment I am asked to go, fine, thank you. You have given away. See, you question yourself, how many positives have happened to you in life? List out. From the childhood till now, innumerable number of positives happen. You never questioned the God, why he has given all those. But if one negative, why God is so bad, he has given me this bad. Why me? Suppose you get joint pain. So my age people, so many people are walking, running. 50 years, why am I? God is very unkind to me. He has given joint pain. But you forget that you have not walked at all for 50 years and have the joint pain. The blame is on you only. You don't understand like that. Always try to put the blame on God or others. So this sort of attitude will go away once you are rid of these things. So we will read these two things now once again. So we are almost coming to a close. And I have got a PDF to share with all of you, which will explain you the things. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Jiva is polluted by ajnana. Ajnana kalusham jivam. This bodied person. Jiva is the embodied person as an individual. You are always polluted. Well, polluted by what? Ajnana kalusham jivam. What is ajnana? It has got two components. I forgot who I am and I mistook for something else that I am Sarma, I am Arte, I am so and so. That is the avarana and vikshepa. Ajnana kalusham jivam jnanadhyasad vinirmalam. By the abhyasa, practice of giving. Abhyasa is practice, which has got three components. Sravana, manana, nididhyasana. With these three things, vinirmalam, perfectly washed out. Nirmala is no malina. Mala is impurity. Nirmala, without malana. Vinirmala, perfectly. Vinirmalam. Kritva jnanam swayam nashvet. After having accomplished the purpose, the sadhanas are redundant. Swayam nashyet. What is the example? Jalam katakarenuvat. Just as the paste you apply to the water to sediment the solids there, that paste also gets down. Here also the ticket also is over. That the ticket is no more required because journey is completed. Like that. Kritva jnanam swayam nashyet. Jalam katakarenuvat. In Telugu it is called Indugu Pikka or Chillaginja. They used to put that paste and purifying seed or Nirmali Bija, Hindi. In Tamil also there will be a word for that, I think. We will find out what is that word. Katakarenuvat samsara swapnatulyo hi. Samsara is exactly like the swapna. He, verily, indeed, swapnatulya, it is equivalent to swapna. Why? Ragadveshadi Sankulam. In the Swapna, I see good things, bad things, attachments, detachments, quarrels, like huggings. All those things are in the sleep. Here also it is there. Ragadveshadi Sankulam. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. At the time of experiencing the dream, it appears as though very real. Satyavad Bhati. Prabodhe Sati. Once you wake up from dream, Asad Bhavet. Totally null and void, not there. Likewise, if you wake up into the Atma state from the Jiva state, in fact, there are no two states. As you go ahead, you will know Jiva is same as the Atma only. Advaita means only one. If Jivas are many and Advaita is sitting elsewhere, then what is Advaita? So that same Advaita is seen as different. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu bhuteshu stitam. Avibhaktam bhuteshu vibhaktam ivacha stitam. Bhagavad Gita. Avibhaktam, undivided, bhuteshu, in the living being. Vibhaktamiva, as though he is divided, stitam appears. It appears as though divided. Venkat, Arti, your name, sir? So Chaitanya, like that, it appears as though divided. In fact, it is one only. We are missing that oneness and we are engrossed with the plurality. How do I get rid of plurality? Ajnana kalusham jivam jnanabhyasat vinirmalam Kritva jnanam swayam nashyet jalam katakarenuvat. Next. Samsaro samsarah swapnatulyo hi ragadveshadi sankulam swakale satyavat bhati prabodhe sati asat bhavet prabodhe satya sat bhavet. It is there. Prabodhe sati asat bhavet. If you split, it becomes easier. See, each particular verse, one example he is giving and drilling the point into this one. Okay. Now, a little about, with this the class for today is over. We'll spend a little time on the Ajnana part. Now we had a question, what is Ajnana? We have already answered that question. Ajnana is one Swarupa of the Maya. When it is with the individual, it is called Ajnana. When it is with the Ishvara, it is called Maya. Ishvara is not in the grip of Maya. Individual is in the grip of Ajnana. Ajnana in the individual level, Maya in the samashti level. Maya is everywhere and Ajnana is in myself. This Ajnana has got two components. Component one is the my wheeling, that is the avarana. The second one is the vikshepa. Avarana makes me forget who I am. Wheeling makes me think I am this and that. I name and form. We will try to assume name and form for this one. There is one word called the adhyasa. New word I am introducing. Adhyasa. Adhyasa is superimposition. There's nothing directly to the today's verses, but understanding this. This adhyasa and ajnana. Because of the ajnana, there will be adhyasa or superimposition. Ajnana we know has two components, vikshepa and avarana. That you understood. Tula Vidya I have explained, that is a different thing, which we are not considering now. So, this vikshepa shakti is the very important creative power. In you are creating everything. You are making one into the other. So all this is because you have the creative ability. That same creative ability, the Rajoguna, is producing the vikshepas. Tamoguna is producing the avaranas. Okay. So avarana shakti is a deluding power. Vikshepa, the word vikshepa, kshepa means kshipana, to spread like this. Supposing you take some seeds and then do like that kshepa. Vikshepa is projecting like anything, as though the light from the projector projects the thing. So it's a projection is the vikshepa. That is because of Rajoguna. Avarana is the Tamoguna. Now, this vikshepa shakti is producing the diversity. The diversity of the universe, one is different from the other, relative to the other, is produced by the vikshepa shakti. Vikshepa shakti is not dangerous. Vikshepa shakti is essential for life. If you don't have difference between you two at all, bodily, how do you become wife and husband and then carry on with your work? Like your employer and employee, the Vikshepa is required. But we have to understand, this is an Indrajala or a Maya created by the Lord. Because of that, the Dvaita is plurality. The plural prapancha is created. This false creation or projection is called the adhyasa. Adhyasa is mistaking that they are all looking different. They look different only. But this is, in fact, they are the same. If you look at not the body, but the Atman part of it, everything is pervaded by the same Atma. Whatever differences I am seeing are only relative. In the absolute sense, everything is one. So this is a superimposition or abhyasa. I have got that everything is plural, everything is relative, everything is different from one another. This is the Vikshepa. This is essential for conducting the life. But in the real understanding, this Vikshepa makes me with raga and dvesha. This ajnana is tying me to the raga and dvesha. How to get rid of that Vikshepa? Jnana abhyasat by Sravana Manana Naitintyasa. So if somebody has read Dakshinamurti Stotra, you will realize Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitriya Chitri Krutam. Like that he says in Dakshinamurti Stotram, I have created the vast universe by my Maya. Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Mama Maya Durachyaya. My Maya is intransgressible. You cannot transcend the Maya easily. Mama Maya, Bhagavan's Maya, Durachyaya, not easy to cross. Sambhavami Atma Maya. I'm making the plurality by my own Maya. From the Gita, or Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kala. What happens? Maya has got the second power. First one is the Vikshepa. Actually, the second one, but we have talked about the Vikshepa first. Then the Avarana. Avarana is the deluding power. This deluding power is causing me, the whole creation is deluded by these objects evolved from the three modes of Prakriti, Sattva, Raja and Tamo-gunas. Okay, I the imperishable who stand apart from these three gunas, and the gunas are playing on their own and producing all the plurality. But what is happening? I am not understanding I am the Atma Swarupa and I am engrossed with the gunas. I react with the Sattva, Raja, Tamo gunas. Even all the gunas, if we transcend, then I understand this Avarana Shakti comes into play when Avarana Shakti is covering my nature. Avarana Shakti is veiling my nature that I am Atman. Vikshepa Shakti is the plurality around, the relativity around, the world around. That Vikshepa Shakti is essential in one way, but I am caught up in the Vikshepa also by Raga and Dvesha. That is one problem happening. Why I am getting Vikshepa? In the first place, I am not knowing who I am. Who am I? Who I am? I am Arti. Wrong. Sorry. This is only a very limited understanding. What is your true nature? I am the Atma. So that is the true nature. That then the avarana is coming on me, and that is again an adhyasa. So I am covering myself, real self, and understanding as the other unreal self. You can call it as small I and capital I. Small I is what you are thinking, capital I is what you want to grow to. In fact, there is no growth. Already you are capital I only. You are only considering yourself as the small. You are the unlimited, Sarvagata, Sarvavyapaka, everywhere it is there. That Chaitanya is you yourself. But we are conditioning ourselves as though I am limited to this place, person, time, and these experiences. The first adhyasa is called the Prapancha Srishti. First Vikshepa has produced first adhyasa. That is because the plurality of the word. That is called the Prapancha Srishti. This is called the Prathamika adhyasa. The primary superimposition that everything is plural. That is it. The second one is big. This is happening because of the Vikshepa set. The second one is I am the body ideation. I have been veiled about my Swarupa. The second adhyasa is I am taking myself to be the body, not the Atma. The Vikshepa in me produces the world around and the plurality and the ups and downs, the relativity I don't realize, the ragadvesha, the impermanence I don't realize, ragadveshas, that is the problem. With the other one, the very so-called Atman I am covered. And this is another Acharya. When you say, where are you, who are you? I always say so and so, because of my identity. Because from the childhood onwards, you are Arti, you are Venkat, you are Sarma, this is your nose, this is her nose, this is your toy, this is her toy. Don't give this toy to her, she may spoil it. When she comes, your playmate, you hide the toys so that she won't spoil. This is the way we treat. Always try to keep on telling children. From the children onwards, we are so much of pressure we give, and that you are this individual. You are this, you are this. You are very good in the school, you are not good in the school. That girl is like this boy is like this. This is scheduled caste, this is Brahmin caste, all sorts of divisions. You create any number of divisions possible, infinite number of divisions, infinite number of problems, infinite number of attachments, and desires and quarrels. Why I have forgotten my true nature. This is the adhyasa. I am identifying with the body is the second mistake. So in the first place, if I understand I am the Atman, I would not have get the Vikshepa. But that is not easy to understand from the body to the Atman level. So first of all, you see the plurality here. And this plurality, each one is different here. Whoever is sitting, all these people on online also are different people. But I have to say, in all these things, there is one common thing which is in and through, which is the Atma, and start not looking at the plurality, looking at the Ekatva. Okay. Then if you start doing it, the Vikshepa part quieten down. You don't get Raga and Dvesha easily. Then Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, this knowledge out. Then Avarana also will go away. First Vikshepa, then Avarana. Incoming, Avarana, and then Vikshepa. In-going, Vikshepa and Avarana. This is the order. So this PDF I will share. It has got some more insights on the Adhyasa, and as we go by, many verses will come. He himself will be bringing out what is the Adhyasa, why it is happening, and what is the Avarana and Vikshepa, and how to get rid of that, those things. So with this we will probably close. This 15 minutes we spent on the second half of it, because it is important, the question raised by him, very important. Now, succinctly, in 2-3 words, what is Ajnana? Ajnana is the Maya power of the Ishvara thrown upon the being. Why? To conduct themselves as respective individuals. You don't want all of us to be like Atma Jnanis, and world will not go. For the Anubhava of the Jiva, the world has to go for the Vyavahara. The Maya is essential. Maya is created. Unfortunately, we are not understanding the bad aspect of that Maya, but we are getting entangled with Raga and Dvesha, and that is what we have to come. For that, the Vikshepa and Avarana, 2 things. See, Maya is as Anadi as the Atma. Maya is not something which has come down. Maya is nothing other than the Parabrahma only. Parabrahma, when he wants to manifest in the undifferentiated state, in the unipotent state, he wants to become multipotent. If he wants to become multipotent, then he requires some Shakti or power. That Shakti is what is Shakti? Shakti is a movement of matter in time. MC square, E is equal to MC square. When a matter is there, when the matter moves in time, it produces energy. That energy is the Maya. The energy to create is Maya. The energy of the Parabrahman, when it is unmanifest, it is not called energy. It is called Chaitanya, consciousness absolute. When the consciousness absolute wants to manifest, for various reasons, we'll come to see later, it produces a slight moment in that consciousness. You can call it as big bang or small bang or ultra small bang, whatever bang. So some moment has occurred, that moment has produced the energy vispota. And that energy is triggered all the cosmic energy. The cosmic energy as a whole is producing the cosmos, macrocosmos. Then the microcosmos also have come. These microcosmos, they are enjoying their world. But unfortunately, they are getting entangled with the world. And what we are asking is, don't get entangled. Enjoy the world, enjoy the rose, enjoy a cup of coffee, enjoy beautiful sunrise, enjoy neighbor's company, go for a walk, but don't get entangled with that. They're two different things. Enjoyment is something. Entanglement is, don't get entangled. Why am I getting entangled? Because I am this, he is that, and I have a relationship. Drop the relative attitude, look at an absolute attitude. Then this entanglement. See, enjoy. Here the word comes to Sakshi. Sakshi is witness. Two people are quarreling. You are there. What is your role? Try to separate them and not to quarrel. Many people won't listen. Enter inside, you also get the beating. Okay. So as Sakshi, what you will do? Yeah, the people will take up the mobile phone, call the police, there's some unnecessary trouble is going on, you tackle. That is the role of Sakshi. Sakshi means distancing yourself from the things that are going on. Are we doing that in our world? In our daily life, am I acting as a witness? Am I acting neutral? So son and daughter, they quarrel. And she takes the side of her son, you take the side of daughter. And then you also quarrel. He is right, she is right. Are you observing from a neutral perspective? After all, both of them are your children. So one may be right, one may be wrong. Wrong and right is again relative from which angle you are looking at. Supposing I stand on this shore and look at that tree, that looks very beautiful. If I go there, that is a useless tree. My trees are much better on this side. So you have to position yourself from the neutral standpoint and then look at it. That neutral standpoint is called the Sakshi. The umpire, for example.